Hello everybody, it's been a very long time since I have created a video for our YouTube channel. Part of the reason why is because it's been extremely busy with buying the new office and doing the new office up, so I'll give you a show around of that space in just a moment. But the purpose of this video is one of the things we want to do for our NLP4Kids practitioners is to make sure that they are being completely and thoroughly motivated in the context of doing their marketing. So we have put together a marketing checklist, which we're going to go through every week. We're going to share with you what we have done here, both from a promoting our practitioners perspective, but also for me as a practitioner, how, what I've been doing to promote myself. And we are scoring each week the activity to see if any of our practitioners can beat our score and consistently create their own marketing structure to follow and to improve the results that they get in terms of the number of schools that they're working with and the number of clients that they have. So this is our score sheet just here. There we go, and I'm going to talk you through this. So we have got on here flyers and posters, and I've given us a score for that one because today I finally got up on the wall outside our office our flyers and our business cards for the people who pass by to be able to go and grab those and have a look at them, and I'll show you those in just a second. Business cards, I've also given myself a mark there because one of the things I've done also this week is to go up the high street and dish out business cards to the other trades and shops that are in the high street. Because we're quite new to the area, it's quite a nice thing to do to introduce ourselves that way. Networking, I've given myself 2 points for networking. Although I haven't actually been to any networking meetings this week, I have been having some interesting conversations. So one of the things that's happened today is I've just had a very interesting conversation with a trainee rabbi all about NLP4Kids. So that was great fun. And then I've also got, I've also spoken to the county council this week with regards to us providing coaching for teachers who are going through stress. That's a little bit watch this space. We need to see what happens with that one. And then I've also given myself, so I've put a mark actually for that one in the interacting with the county and NHS. The other score for my networking one, that comes from a collaboration that I'm doing with a children's tutoring group who are based not too far from here, and we're going to do some cross promotion for each other. I'm going to go and meet them at the end of the day today. We've got 12 points for Twitter this week because we've done 5 lots of new content, and we've also done 5 promotions. Plus we got extra points for twice this week adding in new followers to our Twitter feed. We've got some points there for Facebook for sending out promotions and sending out content. In LinkedIn, we got loads of points this week. We have added new people into our LinkedIn database. Plus we've added content into groups on LinkedIn this week. We've sent out content and we've sent out promotions on this in LinkedIn this week as well. Google Plus, we've added, we haven't added any new people in Google Plus because we haven't really got our heads around that one yet. We have sent out content, we have sent out promotions. YouTube video 1, that's the one that you're watching now. We have done some emailing to our database, 5 lots of blogging this week, and 1 joint venture with the tutor group. So there's a few things, as you can see, we've got some gaps on there that we haven't done. Street Life, which was a website recommended to us, haven't done anything with that one yet. Haven't done any newsletters for NLP4Kids this week. No magazine ads, no paid for sites or paid for advertising, and no events or exhibitions this week. But we have scored points in other areas, giving us a grand total of 59 points for our marketing at NLP4Kids this week. So the question is for our NLP4Kids practitioners, what is your score? Did you get more than 59? Can you beat us here at HQ. And for those of you who are not part of the NLP for Kids team, but are perhaps considering becoming part of that team or just doing the training with us, you've got some idea of the degree of marketing activity that you need to do to be able to make your business successful. So this has to be done consistently every single week. Now, in addition, there was a couple of other things that I wanted to share with you. One is sometimes when we start talking about this kind of stuff, some of the practitioners are concerned that they're not in a very good routine. This is the routine that we have here. So I know you can't see that very well, but it's a timesheet. And I have one of these, Susie has one of these, and everyone that's ever worked with me has one of these. So this is day by day, half hour by half hour, no, 15 minutes by every 15 minutes. What we're doing so that we can tick it off as we go along throughout the week and make sure that all of our tasks get done. So for us on here, it's things like make new friends in LinkedIn, calling schools, to add people into our Twitter account. So all of those things that I've talked about from the marketing perspective, we make sure that they get done because they're in the timesheet. So we make sure that we are actually actively doing those things every week. The other thing that one of the practitioners raised with me this week is when you start doing particularly that social media side of stuff, and it's very new to you, you're going to be slow at it at the beginning because you're still finding your feet. And how long does it take before you start to get comfortable with that and start to have a bit more of a routine with it? So Susie's been with me here now at the office for maybe 8 weeks or so, I guess, is it? 8 weeks. So Susie's over here. She's been doing our social media stuff for us. So Susie's largely responsible for setting up the tweets and the Facebook posts and the LinkedIn stuff and the Google Plus and all that jazz. We've got quite a tight framework that we use for that. And the practitioners have access to that framework as well. So they use exactly the same thing that you do.
Okay.
So in terms of following that on a week by week basis to generate the content to send out, how hard or easy has it been to get to grips with that over the last 8 weeks?
Well, I would say that Twitter has probably been one of the most difficult ones because it's knowing, like when you're adding people to Twitter, it's knowing who to add. So that's been quite a difficult sort of challenge.
Yeah.
And also structuring the sentences to make sense and with the limited number of characters.
And still getting the keywords in there as well.
And still getting the keywords in there, yes, yeah. So I've learned to, I do dislike Twitter, but I continue through it anyway.
Yeah.
Facebook, I think that's probably the easiest one.
Yeah.
Because you can put whatever you want.
But you're in Facebook like yourself personally already, weren't you?
Yes, I am, yeah. So it's a little bit easier that way.
Yeah.
Although I've never used groups before in Facebook, so it's getting to grips with them a little bit more, which I've only really done this last week.
Yeah.
I hadn't really done much of that prior.
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn, I'm completely new to LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So finding new people on there again, knowing who to look for has been quite difficult.
Yeah.
Using those keywords to find people, and also knowing what to say in LinkedIn has been quite difficult because it tends to be business-minded people, so it's been quite difficult that way. But getting to grips with it, probably taken a few months, but it's, I think I'm fairly confident with it now.
Good.
So,
and does the structure and the routine help to make it happen more easily?
yes, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you very much. All right, so let me show the rest of you around the office. So for those of you who didn't make it to the party, this is what you missed. So just here, that's my desk there, and then if we head on out down the corridor here, this is like the little therapy room space that I have here. Let me just turn that so that you can see it. So there's obviously the little chair there and the therapy chair just there. So this is quite a small space really. We've got our little kitchen area just in there. We need to do the washing up. So that's that. And then if we head back out the corridor, back into the main part of the office. So this is how it's shaping up. So you can see it's still there's still some little bits and pieces that need doing. Still got some bare shelves and things there. We've got this nice big, the toolbox is still there, nice big waiting area out here. And then the leaflets and flyers that I was mentioning earlier, that's them just there. So as you can see, they're all now stuck to the wall. So basically when people are walking down the high street, they come past our big branded window, like so, and they walk up here, and then they get to see all of the leaflets and flyers. Plus we've got these offers up here for people to be able to download stuff and get some freebies and essentially get their information so that we can add them to the database. So that's what's been going on at this end. So now it's over to you guys. So our NLP4Kids practitioners, you need to let us know what was your marketing score. Ours was 59. You've got a copy of that table so that you can do your scoring with a bit of a guide there. For those of you who are not part of the team, just start taking into consideration the activity that we're doing here, so that when you come to the training and you go off and start up your NLP4Kids business, you know what you're going to have to be covering on a regular basis, on a routine basis, to make the business work well for you. So that's all for this week, and I'll speak to you all next week. Bye for now.